Welcome to PrepsNet Coach Speak with Minor Tenacious Tigers head football coach Adrian Abrams. Powered by the Minor Tigers Shop. Get your Tigers gear at minortigers.shop. Here is your host, Aubrey Johnson.
Welcome back, Coach.
Glad to be back.
All right. So last 2 weeks, first two games, two impressive wins. You started out with Dora. You beat the brakes off them 46-0. Tell us about that game.
It started off, everything was kind of going their way.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
We had a fumble. We fumbled our first snap on special teams.
Okay.
They got good field position. Defense bowled their back, and we got a lightning delay. We got a lightning delay with about 4 minutes left in the first quarter. We were able to go back inside and reset, and they came out, and we were the team that we were supposed to be.
Okay.
And so I was really proud of that game because we faced some adversity in the first game, had a lot of guys, it's their first start ever.
Right.
And we came out and prevailed.
Do you think that was just kind of knocking the rust off or a little bit of jitters when they first came out and the difference to after the delay?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was a perfect storm. I mean, I talked to their coach. It was the perfect storm for them. I mean, You get a team with speed and it starts raining and you're on natural grass.
Yeah.
And, you fumble a snap and they got speed. They got field position. And so it was just kind of the perfect storm, jitters, all the above. But we were able to persevere.
Good deal. So who stood out on, let's say, offense? Let's start there since they, scored so many points.
Well, on offense, Dominic White, he's going to make us go on offense.
Right.
Trey Hurth, our running back, ran for 100 yards.
Nice.
Kamari Bell had over 100 all-purpose yards. I think he had a 60-yard punt return.
Wow.
Paul Allen, he had nearly 100 yards receiving. And our quarterback, our trigger man, Tommy Burks, he did a phenomenal job. But we also were able to score on defense.
Ooh.
Corian Tyson, who's a two-way player for us, a Sanford commit. He had a 90-yard scoop and score. He had an interception and about 8 or 9 tackles.
Right.
And so he did a phenomenal job on defense. Roman White are the guys that kind of make us go. And so all those guys did a phenomenal job.
Right. Gotcha. Okay. Then last Friday, you hosted Paul Bryant. Another nice win, 27-3. What happened in that game?
Well, against Paul Bryant, we came out really fast in the first quarter. Guys did a phenomenal job. We started high. I think we put up 27 points in the first half.
Wow.
And the defense, there was a couple of times. They do a good job on special teams where they were able to get some good field position. We bowled our backs a couple of times. And ultimately, one time they were able to get on the board.
Sure.
But we have a really, really stingy defense.
Right.
And they weren't happy about that.
I bet they were.
They like a goose egg on the scoreboard.
Right.
But I was really proud of our first half. Now what we've got to be able to do is put a complete game together.
Sure.
And that's what we're looking to do moving forward.
Got it. Okay, cool. So what do you feel like you've learned about your team through those first two games?
They're not satisfied.
Nice.
They're not satisfied.
Very nice.
We've been here before. And that's not taking anything for granted. We take it 1 week at a time. But we've started fast before. But this team isn't satisfied at all. They're not satisfied being 2-0. They aren't satisfied with the results of the game, although it's been a lot to a little.
Sure.
They're approaching practice every day looking to get better.
Yeah.
And I love that about this group.
Awesome. Did you encounter any injuries during the last 2 weeks?
No, thank God we haven't.
Nice.
Not going to find some wood.
Knock on something. Good deal. So next you have this Friday, tomorrow night, you have Woodlawn. It's your first region game. Very important. What do you expect to see from the Colonels?
Coach Williams, he does a great job over there with those guys. He actually worked for me my first 2 years here. And so I know he's a good coach. They're going to play hard. They're athletic on both sides of the ball. They have some guys. They have a South Carolina commit, and they have a Sanford commit that play both ways.
Okay.
And those guys can make plays. And so they're hard to tackle, hard to defend.
Okay.
And so we're going to come out. We need to put our best foot forward.
Sure.
And it's a nameless, faceless opponent, just being honest.
Gotcha.
We're trying to be 1-0 in the region.
Right. You do you, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, good deal. So Woodlawn is right now sitting at 1-1, but last year they were 0-10. So how do you find yourself preparing, or is it easier or harder, let's say, to prepare for a team that folks expect you to beat?
Well, I said it to my guys today. It was a little chemistry lesson. This is a litmus test, you know. And when you talk about litmus paper, whether it arrives, you're going to use the litmus paper and it's going to come out. It's going to be an acid or a base. It's going to be pink or it's going to be blue.
Right.
And so this game is going to show me whether we play to a standard. It's not about Woodlawn. It's not if it's Woodlawn or anybody else.
Right.
We play to a standard. And if greatness is what we're trying to achieve, then we got to be that every single game.
Right, right. So then on Friday the 12th, you actually have a bye week. So you got a couple of open weeks here coming up. I know you're going to be preparing for Gardendale on the 19th, but tell us what else you're going to be doing with that time.
I'm going to be completely honest. It's back to the basics.
Yeah.
It's the last time we'll get to have a fall camp type situation.
Correct.
And so there are a lot of things to clean up. Each week when you're preparing for an opponent, a lot of the focus is on them.
Yes.
And so this is our last opportunities, one of our last opportunities to merely focus on us and get better at those little things that we don't really have time to hit during the week, or we don't have enough time to get to during the week.
Right. Good deal. So tell us this, what is a typical game day like for you and your team?
I was just telling Chris Metcalf this. He's been my DC for a long time. He's now the head coach at Springville. He's learning that home games are a lot bigger headache before you get to the game. We all love it because there's a lot more things to do at home games. You know, got to make sure, hey, the camera's working, the field is cleaned up. We had a middle school game yesterday. Make sure everything's good in the stadium. Make sure it's a lot more to deal with in a home game. But a typical home game for us, our kids get here in the morning. We'll play the game. We'll go through different scenarios and substitutions. After that, I give them a little downtime. They'll report to class. They'll come back fifth period. We'll have some special teams meetings, some tips and reminders meeting, hand out unis, go to pregame meal, and it's downhill from there.
Okay, very good. Well, Coach, that's our show. We appreciate your time, and we certainly appreciate yours. Join us again in 2 weeks for another minor edition of Coach Speak.
Go Tigers.